Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, we're going to continue, like I told you guys, the Shannon Sharpe, Tyronn Lue, interview on his podcast the other day. And I saw some videos on this. Tyronn Lue saying that Michael Jordan would average 45 points in today's NBA, right? In today's era, Tyronn Lue is basically confirming what a lot of people have said in the past. Michael Jordan could average 40 plus. He actually said 45 points in today's era. And Shannon Sharpe, once again, asking him this question. He likes to ask this question a lot, but then he's like, he doesn't want to get the response that he gets from asking people this question. It's like, I don't get it. But we're going to talk about this video. Like I said, I saw my man Charles over in Dreamers Pro talking about this. I saw my man 2 Raw did a video talking about this particular topic. Michael Jordan possibly averaging 45 points in today's era. And I want to talk about in this video why that's believable. Because we understand that's a hypothetical scenario. That's a, what if, if Michael Jordan, what if Michael Jordan played in this era? What would he average? We understand all that. And I'm not really a big fan of the what ifs and the woulda, coulda, shouldas and stuff. Because like I said, that's, it's almost like people are like trying to rewrite their history right here. They're trying to come up with these weird scenarios. But the reason, or what I want to focus on in this video is why it's believable that Michael Jordan could do this, right? Why that's believable when people say that. It's not just, oh, y'all just capping, y'all just saying some crazy stuff. No, it's actually believable. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. You guys know I am truly, truly humbled by all support, man. Thank you very much to all you guys that continue to come through the live streams. Like I said, you guys have been supporting us heavily this summer, those live streams with me and AOH. So thank you very much to all you guys out there. Shout out to everybody in the membership, man. Remember, real recognize real. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to touch on some of the comments in this video from the Shannon Sharpe Tyronn Lue interview, in particularly the comments from Ty Lue that Michael Jordan could average 45 points in today's era. Now, like I said in the intro, Shannon Sharpe asked Tyronn Lue this particular question, and this is a question that Shannon Sharpe, I think, always asks people this question. Oh, people say Michael Jordan could average 40. What do you think Michael Jordan could average in this era? And Tyronn Lue said 45 points, right? He says he could average 45 points, and then he explained his rationale for thinking this. He talked about how the game is not as physical, right? Michael Jordan would be going to the free throw line a lot, right? So that would add to the point total. Right, he talked about some of these kinds of things. Michael Jordan's overall greatness. He's the greatest scorer, if not one of the greatest scorers in the history of the game, man. No denying what Michael Jordan could do, the overall game of Michael Jordan. So he's saying this based off of those kinds of things. And I was listening to Charles over in Dreamers Pro, and he was talking about this particular stuff. And he broke it down really good. And he talked about some of the similar things with Tyronn Lue. He showed Michael Jordan's numbers in 1987 when he averaged 37 points a game, right? He was only taking 3 threes, or I think he took 12 or 13 threes on the season, something like that. I mean, insane, right? So he was breaking down how Michael Jordan could score 45 points, like how you could get to 45 points based off of free throws, right? Because Michael's going to go to the free throw line a lot. If he's playing the Michael Jordan type game and he's being aggressive, the 87 Michael Jordan's going to the hole, right? And you can't touch Michael Jordan. So he's talking about the free throw volume would go up. That would help assist Michael Jordan. And the three-point volume would go up. So if Michael Jordan took, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes a game or something like that, that's going to add to his overall point total. 2 Raw broke down similar stuff, talking about how you can get these numbers, how you can get to 45 points a game, why they can see it. So, and what I want to talk about and focus on is why it's believable, right? It's because we all recognize Michael Jordan as the greatest scorer of all time, right? Or one of the greatest scorers of all time easily, right? The most scoring titles in NBA's history. I mean, the man essentially won 10 straight scoring titles, but it's not just how many scoring titles Michael Jordan won. See, the difference between Michael Jordan and a lot of these great scorers was that Michael Jordan was doing this simultaneously while playing elite level defense, right? Very few people can be in that same realm, right? The Kobe Bryants, the Jerry Wests, the Wilt Chamberlains, right? I'm talking about guys that can lock you up on D and be one of the greatest scorers in the league at the same time. Michael Jordan could do that, and he did that more consistently at a higher level, in my estimation, than anyone else in the history of the game. Because remember, Michael Jordan also did this while winning championships. But what I want to focus on in the video, when they talk about Michael Jordan could average 45 or score 40 points a game in a season, why it's believable is because Michael Jordan did all of that stuff that I just mentioned while playing elite level defense, while playing 82 games. 82 games. All right, guys? Let's understand something here. How difficult, or it being more difficult, to average a certain number of points per game if you're playing every game. See, that's what a lot of these guys today do. They shortchange the game. They shortchange the history of the game, right? And they try to cheat the game by playing less games, but still leading the league in something. So they'll play 65, which is the minimum, 67, 68, 70 games, and average 30 points, 29, 32, 31, and people will be impressed. And they'll be like, yo, this guy led the league in scoring 30 points a game. Impressive. But he missed 15 games. Not impressive. Or not as impressive as what Michael Jordan was doing, guys. So when they talk about him averaging a 45 or possibly averaging 45, one of the reasons why it's believable is because you're sitting there telling me that in this era, Michael Jordan would be allowed to miss 17 games. 65 is the minimum now. So he can miss 17 games. Not saying that Michael Jordan would miss 17 games because of his mindset. What I'm saying you what he could do, right? To finagle the stats like these guys do today, right? And what shows what he did was much greater and more difficult than what they're doing today in a weaker, softer era. So you're telling me that Michael Jordan could miss all of those games, easily miss those games, and no one even blink an eye. No one even bat an eye at it. If Michael Jordan would have had a bunch of 67 game seasons, 68 game seasons, 65 game seasons, if he had a couple of 55 game seasons in there, a 59 game season in there, no one's impressed with that stuff as much. 10 scoring titles that Michael Jordan has. You know how many games he missed, guys, in those 10 separate seasons? How many games you guys think he missed? I know a lot of you guys probably know. How many games you think he missed in 10 scoring title seasons, guys? The man missed 7 freaking games. 7 games in 10 scoring title seasons? 7 games? You got guys missing that in one season now. One season now. Okay? And if Michael Jordan's 10 scoring title seasons, guys, 10, he played all 82 and 7 of them. 7 of them. The other one, guys, was an 81 game season. The other one was an 80 game season. And oh my God, Michael Jordan had a 78 game season, guys. The man missed 4 games. One time, guys. That's it. So the man missed 7 games in 10 full scoring title seasons. No one else is sniffing that, guys, especially the guard position. Ain't no one coming close to this crap. Not even close. Kevin Durant got 4 scoring titles. He played 82 games one time, guys. 82 games in one of them. That's it. 4, one time he played 82 games. There's levels to this, guys. LeBron James never played 82 games in a season and 1 scoring title. Never even played 82 games in a season and averaged 30. Never averaged 30 on 50% shooting, right? And playing all 82 games. Never did this kind of stuff. Michael Jordan was playing all 82 games, averaging over 30 on 50% shooting, guys. It's called greatness right there, man. It's called Michael Jordan. So this is why it's believable that Michael Jordan could average 45 points a game in today's era based off the fact that this man could finagle the stats easily if he only plays 67 games. Think about how easier it would be to average 45 points a game if you play 70 games. That's 12 games that Michael Jordan could rest. He could load manage. It's going to help your average if you're playing less games, right? So Michael Jordan's 50-point outburst, maybe a 60-point outburst, right? We're talking about, Michael Jordan and what he could do. You know what I'm saying? Some of these younger years of Michael Jordan, I mean, my goodness, guys, it would be insane for Michael Jordan to be playing in this era right now with the softness of the rules. Like I said, the way that you can't touch people or foul people, it's a lot different. So if Michael Jordan could average 37 in a physical era of NBA, right? all meanwhile playing all 82 games to average 37 points a game. But also, guys, we have to understand, in this era of NBA, right, where defense is not emphasized, right, people are not focused on defense. It's not celebrated like that defense, right? It's just not. Defense is kind of like, it's secondary now. Like we talked about many times, the physicality, the defensive, rule changes, and the way, like I said, they officiate the game now. Defense is like non-existent now. Like I said, it's not really that like a big deal like that. That's why we've said a lot of the great players today are not two-way players. You don't see a lot of all-NBA players on the all-defensive team anymore. Back in the day, it was a mainstay. Most of the all-NBA performers were on the all-defensive team. Most of them, guys, were not all of them, but most of them were. The great players that I grew up watching were two-way stars. Most of them were. Maybe they weren't locked down one-on-one defenders, but they were great team defenders. Like Larry Bird was a great team defender, right? You don't think about Larry Bird locking guys up, but he was a great team defender. Magic Johnson was a great team defender. Not going to lock you up necessarily, but he was a great team defender. Help defense, right? From the guys, they had high IQs on defense, right? They paid attention. They were awake on D. We see certain guys now lollygagging. They're not awake on defense. It's not celebrated. So in that vein, if we think about Michael Jordan, so you're telling me if he played in this era, once again, he could play less games, right? You can miss these games in low match. No one even cares because they put a minimum out there now. So miss all the games you want. As long as you play 65, you're good. You can load man. You don't have to be hurt. Nothing. Just sit out a game. Just sit it out, Michael Jordan. He can rest and stack his average that way. But also, Michael Jordan, why would he play defense in this era? Why would he even try? Why would you care? So you're telling me Michael Jordan could load manage and not play defense or not have to worry about giving the level of energy on the defensive end like that? He can lollygag more on D. That's only going to enhance him on offense, is it not? Isn't it going to give him more energy and allow him to be more well-rested for the offensive end? I mean, the energy this man was expending on both sides of the ball, all 82 games, year after year after year, that's got to wear and tear on you. That's why guys weren't playing 15, 20-some years back in them days, because the effort they gave and the physical nature of the game would wear on you. So you're telling me now Michael Jordan don't got to play defense like that? He can conserve energy just strictly for offense? Think about what Kevin Durant does. Kevin Durant, guys, they keep talking about how great he is, elite scorer and all this stuff, efficient, blah, 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 blah. What else did Kevin Durant have to worry about in his career other scoring? When they say that all Michael Jordan had to do was score, and no, my friends. All Kevin Durant has to do is score. All he had to do was score to win his championships, that he won those fraudulent championships. So he had to do, and that's what he did. Never made an all-defensive team, never led the league in rebounding or steals or block shots, Kevin Durant. None of this stuff. Led the league in scoring 4 times, man. Played 182 games season during that 4 scoring title seasons, man. And there was only one season that Kevin Durant, I believe, leading the league in the scoring, averaged 30, right? Leading the league in scoring, averaged 30 and on 50% shooting. But they're talking about how efficient he is. Kevin Durant don't have the mindset of a Michael Jordan to go out there, you know what I'm saying, and do it the way that Michael Jordan did it. But Kevin Durant never had to worry about being a lockdown elite defender. He never gave the effort on the defensive end like a Michael Jordan as consistently as a Michael Jordan for a full season, like Michael Jordan for consecutive years, like Michael Jordan. He never did this. So Kevin Durant could go out there and just chuck up shots, average 27 points a game. Great for Kevin Durant. He ain't got to worry about a damn thing else. He don't have to do nothing else. He don't have to be a leader. He don't have to do none of this stuff. He can just go out there and chuck up shots, and that's what he did. That's why no one respects his championships. They're fraudulent, man. Come on, man. Stop this nonsense. If all Michael Jordan if all he really had to do was just score, then man could easily average 45 in this era. And that's all he would have to worry about. He wouldn't have to worry about nothing else but scoring. Defense is overrated now. He wouldn't have to worry about playing defense like that or giving the energy on the defensive end like that. And like I said, he could load match whenever he wanted to, miss games just to miss games. He didn't have to worry about being hurt. He didn't have to worry about playing for the love of the game. He didn't have to worry about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get how people don't understand and see why it's believable that Michael Jordan could do this when you're talking about all the things that he wouldn't have to do in this era that he had to do back in them eras, and how much easier it is to score in this era. That's the one thing we can't deny. It's obviously easier to score points in this era because of the lax officiating rules, the defensive rules that changed, the lack of physicality, the lack of big men down low. I mean, who's challenging you at the rim? I mean, Michael Jordan was averaging 37 points a game, having to go against elite shot blockers at the rim. And guys that would not only try to block your shot, but they might try to hurt you at the same time. And he was still doing those things, finishing over guys through contact, right? Around contact. I mean, like I said, in doing this, like the other guys, Dreamers Pro said, and 2 Raw said, my man over there, they talked about the lack of three-point shooting from Michael Jordan. He was doing all of this scoring, not shooting threes. I mean, James Harden averaged 36, guys. James Harden averaged 36. And that was like, what, 2018 or something like that? And all the flailing and three-point shooting that James Harden was doing, the carrying and the travels that he was doing. He averaged 36 points per game doing that nonsense. Does anyone think that James Harden's anywhere close to Michael Jordan scoring the basketball? Nowhere close, guys. He does not have the overall game of Michael Jordan, doesn't have the athleticism of Michael Jordan, doesn't have the mindset of Michael Jordan. He just doesn't have the game of Michael Jordan. But that dude averaged 36 points a game. You're telling me Michael Jordan's not 9 points better than James Harden? He absolutely is. Absolutely is. And like I said, Michael Jordan's going to do this while playing all the games and giving much more effort on the defensive end than these guys ever could. I mean, think about some of the guys who have won the scoring title, guys, over the last several years. Last season, SGA, all right? SGA won the scoring title, played 76 games. I'm not saying that's terrible. You know, he's not a load manager. I'm not saying load, but you load managed, right? Why did you miss 6 games? Nobody knows. He missed 6 games. He just missed them. They rested him. So he averaged, 30 or whatever he averaged this season, led the league in scoring, but he didn't even play all 82 games. You see the difference here? Was SGA an all-defensive first-team member? I don't believe he was this season. All right, so we have to understand there's levels to this, guys. Right? Michael Jordan doing this, playing all first-team defense, and never missing a game. Like I said, SGA missed 6 games last year. I'm not knocking him and saying he's a load manager and other stuff. But he missed 6 games just last year and won the scoring title. Michael Jordan missed 7 games in 10 scoring title seasons, guys. You see the levels of this? People are trying to put SGA up there. Oh, SGA was the finals MVP. He won the MVP, the scoring champ. That's great. It was impressive. It's nowhere close to Michael Jordan, guys. Nowhere close to it, man. Nowhere. All right? Levels, guys. Once again, man. All right? There's no knock on SGA, man. He's a good player. Luka Doncic won the scoring title the year before, right? He played 70 games. So you missed 12 games. So Luka Doncic in his scoring title season missed more games in that one season than Michael Jordan did in his 10 scoring title season combined, guys. You see the levels here, and we all know Luka Doncic wasn't playing defense like that, right? So, I mean, not the same level, guys. So, yeah, Luka Doncic can average whatever he's averaging. Great player. Not the same thing, guys. Once again, there's levels to this, man. Joel Embiid, he has, 2 scoring titles, I believe. He played 68 games one season and 66 games the other season, guys. I mean, we know that Joel Embiid is soft, and he's a clown. He's frail, can't play back-to-backs. But these are the guys winning scoring titles, guys. Not impressed at all. All right? You guys realize when Steph Curry won his scoring title season, he played 63 games? 63 games, guys. That was before the minimum was out there, I believe, right? 63 games? No knock on Steph Curry, man. Ain't the same as Michael Jordan. You missed 19 games? Come on, man. James Harden, he has, 3 scoring titles? He played 68 games one of those years. Not impressive. 78 another year, like Michael Jordan missed 4 games. Still not 82, though, right? And then one year he played 72 games, missed 10 games. So, I mean, really, what are we saying here? You see what I'm saying, guys? All those guys, you add all their seasons up, man. I mean, like I said, just one of these guys' seasons is more missed games than Michael Jordan did in all 10 of his scoring title seasons, guys. So there's levels to what Michael Jordan was doing versus what anyone else has done since Michael Jordan, guys. In my estimation, the only player that I could see averaging 40, not 45, averaging 40 in a season, 4 season, is probably Kobe Bryant. Because Kobe Bryant had the overall game, but and more importantly, he had the mindset to go out there and do that every single night. All right? To be that dude. Kevin Durant, yeah, you might think he has the game. Don't have the mindset to do this. I've told you guys about Kevin Durant. Your career high is 55. That's not impressive. 50. Tom Chambers' career high is greater than Kevin Durant's. Tom Chambers scored 16 points in a game, guys. Tom Chambers. No knock on Tom Chambers. You guys know I promote Tom Chambers on the channel before. The dude's probably a Hall of Famer. Tom Chambers don't get no love. He has 60 points in an NBA game. Kevin Durant 55. But Kevin Durant's the greatest scorer of all time, the most efficient scorer of all time. No, he don't have the mindset of that. He don't have the Allen Iverson mindset. He just doesn't, guys. There's a mindset you have to be that dude, to go out there and be relentless with this stuff. Kevin Durant's fine with going out there, scoring 27, 28 points a game and going home. He's good with that stuff, man. It's not going to get it done. That's why he never got it done until he joined Steph Curry. You see the dynamic here? So Michael Jordan could absolutely average 45 points a game. It's believable that he could. It's not a knock on the NBA today to say that the greatest scorer of all time could average 40, 45 points in today's era of NBA. What that is a wake-up call to all these clowns in the NBA now and how the game is being played versus how the game was played. The effort that someone like Michael Jordan gave versus the effort that these guys are giving today, it's not the same. So Shannon Sharpe could be upset when Tyronn Lue says that he would average 45, but there's no denying that that's believable, right? We all know it's a what-if, a hypothetical scenario, but it's believable that he could do this when Michael Jordan was at his max. You know, a lot of times we look at Michael Jordan's, scoring per game, right? He's the all-time leading points per game scorer, right? Highest average of all time, right? Him and Wilt Chamberlain neck and neck, essentially. But they're really not. When you look at Michael Jordan and you take the numbers from the Chicago Bulls, guys, right? The 13 years on the Chicago Bulls, 11 full seasons, 10 scoring titles, guys, during that career on the Chicago Bulls. That's Michael Jordan, right? We understand that the 2 years on the Wizards, we respect, and Michael Jordan to me was still Michael Jordan, not Air Jordan, but he was still Michael Jordan. We respect those years, but let's be real, those years brought his average down, did they not? So when we're talking about the scoring average of Michael Jordan, the man was averaging 32 points a game on Chicago Bulls, guys. All right, let's call it what it was. The man was averaging over 30, almost 32 points a game on the Bulls. No one's sniffing this, man. The only one close is Wilt Chamberlain. And the man averaged 50 points in a season before, has scored 100 points in a game. Wilt Chamberlain, that's the only guy close to Michael Jordan, guys. A 7-foot guy who played back in the 60s. No one else has been close. There's no guard coming close to this. And no one of that stature in the modern era that can shine Michael Jordan's shoes based off of what he was doing, guys. Scoring the ball. To the facts. Remember, Michael Jordan could do whatever he wanted on the court. He could make it rain out there, guys. That's the facts. That's what Michael Jordan became. That dude, man. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.